This is Stephanie Sprague. I'm with Move Within Yoga, and we're going to work again a little bit more on free breath, which is a technique that is super simple. There's no mantras, there's no chanting, there's no positive thinking, there's no little ritual involved. It requires one thing and one thing only, that is your observation. So the more you bring just an observation to the qualities of your breath, you'll notice in a couple of rounds how that changes. Now, I got some feedback from the last video, and some of you said, I can't even close my legs that much. So don't worry about the legs. They're really secondary here, or tertiary. They're not the primary focus. So just bring your legs out, soles touching, or even bring them in a little bit more. And in fact, we can do a little exercise to loosen the hips up before we start the free breath. So interlace your fingers, bring them under the feet, lengthen through the spine, and use your resistance as you bring the knees up. And then let them go. Soften it out. And again, bring the knees up. Resist, 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 resist. Soften them out. And again, resist. Bring them up. Soften out. And just let them flop them out. I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit more. And check in with your feet. See if you can bring them in a little bit more now. So we're going to reverse that out. Bring your knees up. Lengthen through the spine. And now again, use your force. Internal resistance. Push those knees out. And soften up. And push those knees out. And soften up. One more time. Push them out. And soften up. And just let them flop. And so when you're sitting, you should be a little bit more ease with that. Now I'm going to tuck the legs in. And what I like about free breath too is that it's summertime. In some states it's still lockdown or shut down. There aren't cafes open. There's no activity. So if your house is a whirling dervish of cats, dogs, people, kids, this is a really good technique again to use because it doesn't require a lot of time. So open the palms out, close your eyes, and no matter what's swirling around you, observe your breath. And again, it doesn't take long. And already, so I'm softening out in the deep abdominals. We're going to do it again. And again, the more you do this, the more you build this facility for calming the breath down. You can keep your eyes open as well, just have a very diffused focus. That's softened out very nicely. So again, we're going to just add some tension to the whole thing. So we're going to go to the side now. So the left arm down, the right arm open. Turn the palm. The pinky turns out. Push the pinky back. Open out. Push the pinky forward and push back. And now open out. Look into the palm of the hand. Left hand is down. Observe the breath. Already the body calms, body softens, and coming up and over. And coming up. Fingertips down. Lengthening up through the spine. And then right hand comes down, the left arm up. And with your pinky, push it to the front. And push the pinky back. And push the pinky front. Look into the palm. Observe the breath. And the body calms down. So it helps now some softness in the body for when I go further into the side stretch. And again, I'm going to observe the breath here. So tension is increasing a little bit. So we're going to observe here. And something lengthens, something softens out. And lighting up. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. Keep practicing.